verse 6. I want y'all to see what I'm talking about, verse 6. He said, I marvel. Do y'all see that? He said, y'all blowing my mind. I marvel that you are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Christ unto another gospel. Paul said, look, not only have you turned from Christ, but y'all done turned your back on me. And as a pastor, I can count them, not at the level that Paul was at, but I can kind of identify with, because I've had people that go, oh, pastor. Oh, pastor, I went to a conference in whatever state it was, and Lord, I just got a revelation. I got a revelation, pastor, and the Lord just opened up my understanding there, and I just and it's almost like they ain't got no teaching over here. It's almost like it ain't no teaching over here. They went somewhere, paid $300 and some, and saw some they ain't never seen, heard some they ain't never heard, because, see, stuff don't have to be biblical now. All it has to do is be different. And as a pastor, I used to sit down and listen to them. I ain't listening to them now. And what really bothers me is when people will come and they tell me some teaching that they got somewhere else, and then they ask me to explain. I know now. I tell myself, well, go back and ask the person that taught you. Watch this. Go back and ask the person that taught you. I bet you this. I bet you can't even get in contact with them. I bet you can't get nowhere close up to them when they teaching. Try it. They got your money. Now try to call them. When you get sick, call them. When you're in the hospital, call them. Ooh, Lord. Paul said, it just blows my mind how another gospel, which is really not, look at verse 7, which is not another, because there's only one gospel, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Christ, talking about false prophets now. Now, Pearlie Grove, there are many false prophets. And I'm just about to say there are more false prophets than there are called preachers. Because it's popular now, and a lot of people have seen, hey, wait a minute. Shoot, I make $1 off of this here, man. All you got to do is just take one verse and it ain't got to be theologically correct. All you got to do is just read them and then close up and then sing a song and jump real high. Woo-woo. And that money will come. And not only does it come, now they'll come and bring it up on the altar and give it to you. They'll come up to the altar and bring you money now. You ain't got to trick them out. They bring it to you now. And so now we live in a day when a lot of scoundrels are in pulpits. Scoundrels are starting churches. Pimp dogs. As a matter of fact, and this is just Mason, as a matter of fact, I have more respect for a shown-off pimp than I do for a joker that's pimping folks and they don't even know they being pimped. At least with a pimp on the street, I know he a pimp. All indications point to pimpology. Amen. He got the look, he got the clothes, he got the girls, he got the ride, he got the rings, he got all that. He's a pimp. So I know he's a pimp. But I don't respect the joker that's using the gospel to pimp folks. Let me say this. Let me say this to y'all. If God has called you, if God has called, well, let me put it on me so y'all won't think I'm talking about it. If God has called me to preach the gospel at this church, to lead this congregation, I ain't got to talk about money every Sunday. I ain't got to talk about money every Sunday. I ain't talking about money every Sunday. I ain't got to talk about money every Sunday. Well, why? Well, why, preacher? Because if God has placed me here, the Holy Spirit is going to touch your heart. Holy Spirit going to touch your heart. Holy Spirit is going to touch your heart. And even if you don't like me, the Holy Spirit can touch your heart and have you given to what you ain't even like.
That's right. Amen.
I've seen him do it. So I don't have to talk about money. I don't have to try to trick people. I don't have to sell ribbons for $25 and pin on you. Don't have to sell chicken plates and fish plates every Sunday. Get a benediction, and now I got folks set up out there selling plates when y'all go out the door. I don't have to do that. If he's called me to do this, he's going to touch your heart. And you will give because the Holy Spirit shows you the authenticity of his word through this vessel. And then in verse 8 he says, but though we